I thought I hit record this entire time. Let's get into this review of Grandmaster. Oh my goodness, I was talking that entire time. Look, and I noticed nothing's moving. Let's get into the vibe, y'all. There's nothing to relate the MMC to, right? You're gonna be reading about an entirely different makeup of this MMC. This MMC is not an MMC you've read before, and so you can't really grab from anywhere. His affinity to owls, his affinity to chess, like just those elements that make up who he is. Oh my gosh, really, really sexy. The writing is really dark. He's really dark. This mood he has is really dark, but it's so like, it's this possessive, obsessive, aggressive energy, and it takes you over. It takes you over. And so every time he stepped on the scene, you was just rooting for him automatically. He had that kind of energy that immediately called for attention. That's the kind of energy he has. He immediately calls for attention. And so I was sucked in as well, okay, as the reader. The MMC and FMC, oh my gosh, like the spice is on, let me tell you something, we're talking 50 million hot chili peppers. The spice is good. It's good. So my favorite childhood story growing up was Beauty and the Beast. And as I was reading this, by the time I got to my end, because I kept feeling that theme, I'm like, oh, this is giving real hood Beauty and the Beast. And so, because I couldn't compare it to anything, this is how you know she did a really good job, because what I am able to compare it to is a childhood novel, a childhood story. That's how far back, my memory goes. There's nothing recent that you can tie this to. This is how new this is, okay? But it did give me a little bit of nostalgia with Beauty and the Beast, right? Just that whole damsel, innocent, but she's really that girl underneath all of that. Like, she would really clear this whole room. So, and he would really clear the whole room for her. So good, y'all. So, get into it. Masterpiece, you did a great job. Loved it. I am ready for book 2 whenever it comes out. I'll be there for that as well. But you did something quite different. I love owls of all things. And you know what I love about it too is this, really. When you're watching those cartoons, the person having an animal friend that they can relate to and they talk to and things like that, that is always someone who has went through a little something. And so to see that he has this affinity to owls, and these owls love him, and he has built this world. He's built his world around his owls, okay? Because this man cares about these owls more than he cares about himself. And these owls care about him more than anything. So I love that. I love those scenes, especially, because we didn't have a dog, we didn't have a cat, we didn't have horses. We had owls, and not just one. We had owls in their natural state, and then we get to see them in another state, a dangerous state that I've never seen owls in. So, good. Get into it, y'all.